let us get started. Welcome back, folks, to the Grimpunk lands of terror. Last session, Killjoys arrived at the ruins of Fortenhof, John's hometown, to find answers about the Lady of Blood. Following an overly eager imp through the town, you descended down into a cave that might have once been a holy site, but has now been twisted into a perverse and profane nightmare. Here, Scarla, the Lady of Blood herself, leads Tormak's faithful in unholy ritual and prayer, draining the blood of the meek into a large pool ringed with glyphs of containment and channeling. All my homies hate Scarla, the Lady of Blood. Upon seeing Mikael, the dragon at the Grey Spine, Scarla proclaimed Tormak's prophecy fulfilled, then dismissed the Horde to speak with John privately. After a series of back-and-forth probing questions, Scarla seemed intent on convincing Mikael to take part in some bloody ritual in an unholy apotheosis. For, in her words, "I've seen it, Mikael. Tormak's fear. Something has changed. The strong do not fear. He cannot protect us. Only we can." Recognizing the imminent danger that you were all in, especially for John, Coralia kicked things off by pulse-whipping Scarla back through an altar. And a bloody fight for your lives has begun. With the dragon spine greatsword resting in the blood pool, and Tormak's fury filling the air, a demonic Goristro has entered the scene, and the sounds of an approaching horde above grows louder. And that is where we are now. Oops.
Sorry, Kyle's camera froze in a really funny position. I know this is a serious situation, but it's funny.
You there, Kyle?
Kyle, are you okay?
I think his Discord might have died. Welcome back, Kyle! At the top of initiative. Reminder to open roll 20, and I will change the scene to our current locale. Back in the blood pool of Fortenhof. At the top of initiative, I'd like everyone to give me a perception check.
$12.
6.
6.
Elias can see everything.
And remember the exhaustion -1s might still apply to some folk.
To all D20 rolls, right? Is how that
D20,
works?
yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, and then we'll just use Elias as passive. Dandon and... Oh, sorry, I didn't see the roll, Elias. That works too. Dandon and Elias, two of you, amidst the sounds of the blood pumping in your ears and the very mortal combat you are fighting in now, you also hear the sounds of combat beginning above. Demonic cackling and howls of the gnolls that you saw, those like hyena demons, but also those same shrieks and the sound of flesh being torn and rent apart. You're not sure what you're hearing, but there is a fight taking place above as well.
Do we hear gunshots?
You do not hear any gunshots, no.
Shit. Cool.
Dandon and Elias, now the two of you go ahead and give me a history check real quick.
History?
Yes.
I got a 10.
Moving on. At the top of initiative, we arrive at Dandon's turn.
Yeah, we do.
Where did my initiative marker tracker go? There we go.
Okay.
Dandon, what would you like to do?
Okay, so at the moment, the only... Okay, so it's her and a Garistro, correct?
Yes, and this Garistro that you're seeing looks even more demonic than the one you fought on the Grifoni Grignande. It's larger, first of all. You see that the blood dripping down its hide as it emerges from this pool begins to burn in places. You see not just horns from its head, but erupting from its back and shoulders. This is a very fiendish demon indeed.
Okay.
And floating 30 feet in the air above the center of the pool, the Lady of Blood, Scarla, continues to cackle and glare directly at you, Dandon. If you recall from last session, there was a moment where you attacked her and somehow she was able to do some of the damage back to you. You still feel some of that, like, connection in your blood to her.
Gross.
What would you like to do?
I would like to do some prep work. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to let's see, where here. Am I small enough to hide behind John in his
I feel like
plate
if
armor?
I could
and
have been
his
able to
flesh
hide
shield?
behind him, the child should have been able to.
I'll say, specifically in this moment too, because John is using this, like, guardian stance,
Mhm.
this guardian angel stance, yes, I will allow that.
Okay. Then what Dandon will do is Dandon will, like, faint like I'm going behind the pillar, and I will actually just go right up behind John and, like, grip onto the back of the breastplate and just hang there for a hot second.
Yep.
I weigh nothing. And I will, whilst I am there, so I'll use my bonus action to hide, I guess is what
Okay.
I'm wanting to do.
Go ahead and
here.
give me a stealth check.
That's a 27.
Okay.
And then, whilst I am hidden behind John, I am going to re-up protection from evil and good on John.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast that in this moment.
Okay. That will end the lingering storm sphere that's taking place.
Yes.
Still raging here.
Yes. We will find it difficult to force her back into that if she doesn't want to be able to. She can fly.
Yeah.
So, yes, I will cast Protection from Evil and Good on John. So anything that this Garistro does towards John is going to be at disadvantage.
Okay. We'll do a little,
Let's see.
a little golden dot.
Then I am going to end my turn.
All right. Dandin ducks down, takes cover behind John. Coralia, you are up next.
Okay. So my Arcana check from last session. Do you want me to roll a new one, or do you want us to hold that one because it was what I did this round before?
Looking at again, remind me.
I think it was a 26.
Oh, what were you?
In
need to
regards
check
to the magic around the circle, and whether
Yes.
or not I could dispel it.
Oh, yes. I'll say with that Arcana check that you had made previously, then.
If I can't dispel the whole circle, is it possible for me to dispel portions of it?
Yes. It will require like a dispel magic to do so, and you think that you might, like, depending on what sequence you're going after, it might require more or less magic to dispel it.
Okay. I am going to try and take what I was able to define when we walked in, which was her summoning and her channeling portions of this circle. Can I dispel those portions with a 3rd level dispel magic?
So 2 different functions. Choose one.
Choose one.
Yeah, you will not be able to target both. Do you want to prevent summoning, or do you want to prevent channeling?
I'm gonna cut her off from summoning.
Okay.
That way she can't add any more people to this fight. Because if
Yes.
my assumption is correct about what's going on upstairs, it's gonna be bad either way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use a 3rd level dispel magic.
Yeah, go ahead and describe how you cast that spell.
From where she stands next to John, the blue on Corey's hands begins to like spread and make almost the mechanical gears of a clock around it as she reaches into this space of where the magic of the weave lies and begins to pull the thread from the portion of the spell circle that controls her summoning. The thread
Rad.
slides up into Corey's forearm, and you watch as all of the tattoos begin to glow.
Sick as hell. Yeah, cast at 3rd level, the dispel magic is successful. And the summoning is cut off.
Fuck you! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, pussy!
You see Scarla just turns her glare from where Dandin disappears behind John's back to you, Coralia. Incorrect things you don't understand, witch.
I'm gonna look at her and I'm just gonna kind of like half smirk and then just say, "You should waste your breath on something more important."
Anything else, Corey?
Yes. Let me think for a moment.
Oh, reminder for both Dandin and Coralia, you guys regain, I think it's 3 hit points? 3 hit points at the start of your turn.
Oh, cool.
Because John was in his divinity stance.
And it's not temp HP, it's regain HP.
It's HP. If you're at max, you gain temp HP, but that's
Okay.
the only time that applies.
Potions
Also,
of
was there
healing.
a bless on any? Okay,
I think-
just make it.
I think you are blessed
Yeah.
from Uncle Elias.
From heroism. Yep.
Yes. So factor that in. Corey, go ahead.
I was just wondering, your rules around potions of healing. Bonus action, you roll the die,
Bonus
right?
action, roll. If you use your action, full value.
Okay.
So you already used your action, so you can quaff one as a bonus. Though.
I will reach into the pocket of titties, and pull out
It is holding.
a potions. Yeah, titties and holding. That's better. And pop the cork, and I will roll for a. I think we have. What ones did John get when he was in? We got.
Base.
I think they were added to
I think they
inventory,
were
right?
basic potions, right? So just a D4.
Any you guys are the ones who I gave the potions to, so you didn't add it.
Someone
It's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Whoop whoop.
All right, go ahead and.
Blake, if it matters, since I was blessed. Or
plus is for
doesn't-
saving throws, not
maybe
check.
not. Never mind.
Max! Max!
Love to see it. Cool.
Hot, hot. Whoop whoop.
Alrighty. Elias, you are up next.
So how many of the little guys are up? Just the one?
One. I think, yeah, just one. The other 4 got blood boiled.
They all ate each other.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah, one left.
I forget how deep the waters are. The blood waters.
The blood pool? I don't think anyone's tried to go in it so far.
fun. Well, how much has the sword drank since it started?
Yeah, the sword blood is continuing to siphon towards it. Does not appear to have had an effect on this pool, and as your Coke Bear gets closer, just like a normal pool, it's obviously more shallow as you're near the edge, but as it starts getting a little further out, it deepens and deepens, and very quickly the Coke Bear's not able to stand up in the water. The blood, pardon me.
All right.
So is going to try and swim.
If it
Glug, glug.
as it
glug, glug.
goes to the edge, it just kind of stays back.
Okay.
Let it come to.
Important question though: is the Garistro standing on the blood or in the blood?
So in this moment, the Garistro has erupted and is like leaping through the air.
Heard.
All of this is happening at the same time, right? So is like inbound.
Leaping through the air.
Yeah. Loni to be coy, leaping towards the party.
Is it mid-air at the moment?
Yes, yeah, it's currently midair.
How far is it? 10 feet?
Yeah, just 10 feet up in the air.
Pull it down with Thorn Whip.
Oh,
Pull
sick.
to
Yeah,
the
go for it.
ground.
That'll hit. What's the save?
There's
no
no
save,
save. If you get hit, you get gold.
27 hits, certainly. Yeah, how far do you pull the Garistro?
10 feet to the ground.
Oh, just down. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, hits the blood. Grounded.
Excellent.
I'll say too that as your Coke Bear, dipped its toes in the blood is very, very hot. You think that if a creature ends its turn in there, is gonna have to take a little bit of damage, likely.
Excellent. Okay. So I'm just at the outskirts
Yes.
of the blood pool. I'm going to transform, I think.
Ooh. What is Elias transforming into?
I think we're going to transform into a mutated wolf.
Gnarly. Yeah, does Elias say or do anything as his transformation takes place?
Kind of just stares down the Garistro. This is part 2. We did this song and dance
Yeah.
again before.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this one a little bit more demonic looking, but you will make it bleed all the same.
Yep,
Oh, yeah, anything
that's
else,
my
Elias?
action and bonus action. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else. The Grister's right here, right?
What's that?
The Grister's right here.
Yes.
Where I'm picking.
Wait, where are you thinking?
In front of me, right?
Yes,
It'd
yes.
be-
Sorry.
Yeah, like it'd be like a little bit forward, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look at that! It's right beside this one. Okay, that's my
Alrighty.
turn. I'm just standing here at the edge. I don't know. I don't have a token, but that's okay. I think maybe this.
Yeah, that'll work.
But like, wolf. All right, that's my turn.
Alrighty then. That is going to be Scarla's turn then. Yes, I will do this. Okay, you see Scarla flies over. Yeah, I can go here. Flies over to you, Coralia, and zooms down a little bit, is 10 feet away from you, and you see that she raises her hand, and similar to your pulse whip, a bloody lash materializes, and she whips it out at you.
Is this a spell?
This is not a spell, this is an attack.
Boo. Boo! Miss! I will use my reaction to shield.
Okay. What does your AC go to?
Hold on.
I think it's 18.
I think it goes up to 18.
Throwing a shield up, you are able to successfully repel both lashes of this blood whip.
I said waste your breath on something more important.
Hell yeah.
And I'm sorry for assuming that you are a stronger witch than you are.
Eyes flash, and that is the end of her turn. Says nothing more to you. But that is going to be the Goristro's turn next. They're both got a 9 for both of them. So Goristro is going to, after getting yanked down towards mutant wolf Elias, waste no time at all and begin to pummel you. 1, 2, 3. First one is a 25 to hit, and then a 15, and then a 16.
The 25 hits. I believe the 15, 16 miss.
All right, that's one hit for 12 bludgeoning and 3 fire. Yeah, it begins to lash out and attempt to slam you and thump you good. You were able to block 2 of the hits, but a final one gets through and in addition, again, to that bludgeon, you do feel the flames, the blood flames of its fist as it connects with your chest. And it is going to fully crawl out up here as well onto the edge.
That's
So
important.
that it's in thump. It's not leaving your area.
Okay.
This creature is huge, but yeah, is on the edge of the blood pool. Which brings us to John. You're up next.
All right. I have a new passenger. I'm going to use my bonus action to consume the tincture of growth that Elias gave. So I'm just gonna start pacing around this Garistro as I down this tincture. And as his size swells, I'm going to use my action to dump my entire pool of lay on hands with myself. And you see hot, sizzling air burning out of the wounds in John's body as they fill with new flesh. And that's most of my turn. Can I just go ahead and clear out all of those real quick? Like,
You're becoming large, correct?
I'm large. I'm Sir Large Huge.
Hell yeah. And I'm still clinging to his back.
Yeah, John, you grow from already, naturally over 6 feet. You grow and grow to a solid 10 feet tall.
And I'm gonna pace around this Garistro, still within his range, and use my object interaction to reclaim my blade.
Go ahead and roll for me a wisdom saving throw.
Does he? Oh,
That's an important question. I am under the effects of protection of evil and good. Is this
we
do I
had
have advantage on the
discussed
save?
that this is draconic though. This isn't fiendish, right?
This is like hybridized
That's
draconic
odd.
dish.
So
Yeah.
does it? So the wording of
Yeah, read it.
protection from evil and good is target cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by fey, fiend, undead aberrations. And it says they get advantage on any saving throw against the effect
Yes.
if they're already affected by it.
This is not a possession, but I will allow you to roll with advantage.
That's hot. I'll take that. Thank you.
And you've got big boss baby saving throws because you're a paladin.
The first one, not great. First one totals to 14. The second,
What's the
how?
second?
I don't know. Let's find out. Second is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 does not meet or beat a 25.
I don't believe
Bruh.
it does.
John,
Yeah.
as you draw the dragon spine greatsword from its bloody resting place.
Because of how big I am right now.
It's now a long sword in your hand, can be wielded one-handed, and with your
That's
shield.
important.
That
Stay
is
on
important
his
in
back.
this moment.
He doesn't know you're there.
As you draw the blade, the crimson of the pool seems to travel up your arm, and your eyes become clouded, and you see red all around.
If I'll make an extra little bit of flavor. John never unbound the sword.
Mm-hmm.
So as he grips it here and the red takes his vision, the wrapping around the hilt snakes its way up his arm
Mm-hmm.
and around his upper and lower arm.
Yeah.
As he pulls it out of its sheath. Continue.
The will of Cormac is not a complicated will. Kill. Kill any, kill all. Those closest will die first. giving those far from you a chance to contemplate, a chance to fear, to know that mercy is dead. John, Tormac's fury takes a hold of you, and you must inflict as much damage as possible to the creature nearest to you. There are 2.
I used my action, however, already
Yes.
to heal myself, so I'll keep this in mind for next turn.
Keep this in mind.
Do I know Dandon
When
exists?
it comes to it.
I have a passive perception of 12. Actually, I haven't spilled any blood yet. I have a passive perception of 12 right now.
I wrote, yeah. I don't know.
We'll get to that on your next turn. When you
That's
have
fine.
an action. And that brings us to the top of initiative again.
Yeah, it does.
And Dandon on the back of this large John. On the back of Big John.
Big Zan.
You see that the blade has been drawn and it has been wrapped around his arm.
Oh, buddy, you really gotta go to therapy. Cool. I am going to
True.
do some stupid shit, because that's what Dandon does. I am going to scuttle up so that I am standing on John's shoulders, and I will bonus action soul burn and conjure mystic marbles. I am then going to point blank this motherfucker in the face, the Garistro. Actually, I will swap how I do this. I would like to poke up since I'm hidden and hit him with marble first.
Go for it.
So, do I have advantage from being
You
hidden?
will have advantage from being hidden.
That's important.
Put you over there.
That's pretty good. So it should just be the same as my normal magic stone. So that makes it to hit the Garistro, it is I'm gonna use my inspiration because I don't think it went high enough, so I'm gonna roll one more time.
Go for it. Corey, you're on deck.
Okay, that was lower. So total to hit the Garistro is a 17.
A 17 just misses.
Ah,
Whiffs past and plink. The sound of a stone hits the blood pool.
oh, okay.
I think it does specify you have to hit
I think you're right.
for the effects to take place, right?
I was gonna read it. No, hit or miss. A mystic
Perfect.
marble creates a 30-foot radius sphere of mist. So a 60-foot diameter sphere of mist now rises in the room.
Okay.
Only my allies can see through it, which at this point still means John. However, oh, and we're making it the invigorating inhalation, so people are going to get HP back as they are in this thing. So
You still get 3. Does Dandon still get 3 hit points at the start of Dandon's turn? Do I consider Dandon an ally right now, God?
One moment. I would say in this moment there are no allies. You do not have any allies.
okay, that's fine.
You, everyone must die.
So the invigorating inhalation, when a creature of your choice, including you, enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, they regain 3d6 HP. I think that includes right now as it comes into existence. So everybody that I like gets 3d6. I'll roll that real quick. That's cocked. So everybody is going to regain 11 HP real quick. And then, as the mist goes through, theoretically, the Garistro and Scarla cannot see through the mist. Only we can see through the mist. And I am going to take advantage of this opportunity to...
Here, really quickly. Of note, the healing takes place when they start their turn there. So, just the 11 we can use for everyone, just on your turn start.
So, okay. I'm just confused by the wording. So it says, when a creature of
enters
your
the
choice
area for the
enters
first
the
time,
area.
yeah.
So, like, for spiritual guardians, that would be now.
Yes. Now, you're right.
So then they'll also get it at the top of their turn.
Yes.
It's a very powerful healing. Either way, now that has been done... Oh no, what happened to my roll 20? No. No!
Failed again.
There we go. Okay, I've returned. Okay, and I am not... so as the mist fills the area,
Yes.
I am going to jump off of John and just kind of bury myself in the wreckage of this altar.
Yeah.
I don't have a hide action right now, but I'm in mist that they can't see through, and I'm just trying to get tucked back in there.
I will use my
Correct.
reaction to take an opportunity attack against the child darting away from me because I am blood.
It leaps off your back, and
I rolled
you
a natural
swing
one.
at the child.
Natural
and...
one?
I rolled a natural
Yes.
one, yeah.
Hell
The blade
yeah.
twitches in your direction.
Okay. And yeah, I just go hide over here. Quote unquote hide.
A big turn.
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Deployed the spoke bomb. Corey, that's your turn.
I am going to, now that Dandon has dropped this magic bubble, I'm gonna back up slightly so that I can get eyes on the enlarged John. Because he just took a swing at my kid.
Yes.
And I am going to cast Slow with my last 3rd level spell slot on Scarla, the Garistro, and John.
Ooh.
Fuck you, Blake! That is a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Yes!
Did you fail?
16, baby! 7 on the die!
Yes!
That's so funny.
But yeah, that's a
Oh my god.
a DC 17. I'm going after intelligence or any type of soft stat because that Garistro is made to hit things.
He is a living, what's it called?
Did
Siege
you die,
weapon.
Blake?
Is that Geo's wolf? That's sick.
That is in fact Geo's bear.
Are in fact brought to you in part by technical difficulties.
Oh,
Hello, Blake.
Balake.
hello?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I failed though. I failed.
Garistro, you fail. I'll roll for the Garistro. It was Wisdom, sorry?
Wisdom 17.
Wisdom 17.
Oh my god, how do I delete it?
What are you trying to delete?
The icon.
Good heavens. You want that deleted?
Good heavens.
The Garistro, I'll roll now. Not the best wisdom save, however, it does have magic resistance, so I will roll twice.
There's the rope.
Okay, 1, 2. Ooh, 9 and a 10. So that's a fail for the Garistro. Absolutely hate that. And now for Scarla. Wisdom save. Does not have magic resistance. Oof, that's only a 7. this is a nasty one, so I will use... Scarla will use another legendary resistance.
Is that 2 that she's used now?
I've used 2 so far, yes.
So does that mean 1 more?
Maybe.
I think generally yes,
Theoretically.
but it could be more.
Theoretically.
We're not
It means
talking to
I-
you, Blake.
it-
We're talking to
It
each
means
other.
I've used 2.
Like, can I also just say I absolutely hate the picture that you've chosen for this Garistro.
One
awful.
moment.
It just fills me with such dread.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a nightmare.
this meat monkey with holes.
And I am going to... No, I don't want to be over there while John's all stupid.
Okay, so let's give John a little time, a little watch for slow, and give the Garistro a little thing for slow. We'll
And
stopwatch.
what Corey's slow looks like to those of you who technically could see it, which I don't think is anyone. John will see the little witch as she reaches forward, the same type of clock almost forming around her hands as she just spins her hand in a counterclockwise form and snaps. All of the space around these 2 people becoming enshrouded with tiny spiders with clocks on their backs, crawling over them and holding them still.
Gnarly.
Amazing. I love that.
And I, as a little soft baby witch, I can't fucking do anything. So, I think I'm gonna tuck myself back here as far as I can.
Good decision. Good decision.
Because at least then I have eyesight and I can cast Misty Step if I need to.
Yeah. All right. At the end of your turn, Coralia, you see that Scarla still seems to lock eyes with you as she rebuffs the slow spell cast on her. She raises a hand, and blood surges up from the pool and traces up her arm. You see some of the wounds on her healing a little bit. Elias, that is you.
Also, just important to note about the mist is that it is the mechanical thing of it is it's heavily obscured,
Yes.
not darkness or anything
Yes.
like that. It's not blinding, it's just obscured.
Yeah, so still has eyes on you, Corey, through this mist.
Okay. Elias, taking up a 4x4 space.
Yeah, there we go. Jeez, we got lots of big boys.
I lied.
You deal with him. And Elias, in his somewhat gruesome direwolf form, from the shoulders of the direwolf cracks and opens, and you see a shard come out as translucent topaz wings sprout. And Elias bounds in the air towards.
Oh, you fucker!
What
And
a king!
I have advantage in this, right? Because it's obscured.
As you fly
That's a-
towards, you see Scarla's head whips over to you, appears to see you.
I think she's immune to blind.
Oh yeah.
Or she
Scarla,
has blood.
Is it
Scarla
blinding?
appears to see you.
Yeah.
Blinded is different than. That's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
not blinded.
gonna-
It's still see.
So
can
a-
see through this.
I did look it up. Heavily
She
obscured
sees
does
our
technically
hearts
mean
pumping.
blinded, but I don't know. Rules are weird. I don't know
I'm
how
gonna.
it works out.
Wait.
Give her the chompers.
That's a good
Let's go.
shot.
Oh,
Let's go.
let's fucking go!
Very nice, though.
At 20s?
Yeah, that is. Jesus.
Oh,
What a king!
Gain inspiration, King.
Long may he reign.
And she has to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. And how high is she
fucker!
in the air?
Right now, she's only 10 feet in the air. Because she
Okay,
did fly
so-
down to him, Coralia. So
but she will land in the blood.
she
maybe.
will land in the blood. If she falls prone,
Good,
strength
maybe
save.
bad? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like strength saves.
It's only a 17 DC.
Only got a 12.
Oh, the middle.
Yeah, you charge and boom, you rip a chunk out of her and knock her prone.
19 damage.
19. Oof. Not 119. 19.
No, 119. She's dead. Elias killed. Elias ate her head.
As she goes down, my other Coke Bear kind of like pounces at the opportunity.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, she lands right at the edge of the blood pool. Perfect spot for Coke Bear to maul.
Big turns. Big turns.
I don't know if that's probably not gonna hit.
He's a wizard.
What did you roll?
Wait,
Oh,
she's
14.
prone.
14.
All right.
Shh.
Oh
Prone.
wait, she's prone.
Yeah, she's prone. Prone gives advantage. Roll twice.
I mean, still 14
Oh,
and
yeah,
rolled
never mind.
twice. Yeah.
That does whiff.
Why does Roll20 do that?
For ease, it just automatically always rolls twice. So you
Yeah, I think there's like a setting you can do to change that, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah. For my second attack, I'm just gonna grapple her. Keep her there.
Go for it.
Athletics
I will contest this with acrobatics, certainly.
Ew.
Ah.
You're weak, wolf.
rough.
Yeah, rolls an 11, so is able to slip out. You know, is very slick in blood, and is able to slip between your outstretched paws.
The dice gods say everybody gets one, and just one.
Actually, I have a question. Did you roll?
Yeah, what's up?
You rolled that?
Did I roll that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes, I rolled the thing.
Can I make it not?
How are you fucking with me? How are you fucking with me,
Hey,
Del?
you let
Oh no,
me.
no! I'm happy to be fucked with. Just how are you fucking?
I'm gonna silvery barbs and give the advantage to our boy Elias. Elizard.
Go for it. All right, I'll
Thank-
roll again.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
See if she gets under a 6.
I did not get under a 6.
Rough.
I got a higher roll this time. So the 11 still
Well,
passes, though.
You still have advantage.
Yeah, you have it. You do have an advantage ready to roll.
Oh,
for it.
with my inspiration, can I roll this again? My athletic check?
Yes, yeah, you can roll once more.
Surely.
It's gotta be an 11.
Come on.
You're a big, strong wolf.
I'm a big strong wolf. Think big thoughts. Think strong thoughts.
You're trying to
for
beat
each
an
of
11.
Oh!
Yummy! Get it back!
Never punished.
Never punished! Oh, Blake died again.
You see Elias kind of just, as he bounds in the air, bare his teeth, kind of open, almost swallowing her whole, pins her to the ground, keeps it there. Hopefully she's screaming in pain, but
Hot.
That's a good
Blake
job.
died.
Like good day.
Was so cool. You crit so hard, you our DM's internet cut out. It's pretty amazing.
You know that?
Hug
You know the Travis Scott meme where it's just him in the back doing. The DM has returned.
Danden's over behind this altar, like hype as shit. Like,
I can see all of this shit.
What a bombastic turn from Elias. Hype as fuck.
Big turns.
Big turns. Anything else, Elias? I don't know if I missed anything at the end there.
That's it. Yeah.
Huge. Massive. Alright,
That's
that
important.
brings us to Scarla, who is currently grappled, which just means movement is 0.
he's also prone still, though, right?
And
Yeah,
he's
she
prone,
literally can't get
yes.
up.
Yeah, that's a nasty wombo combo going on here. Might have to do something
she
about
can't-
this.
Oh.
For now, though, is just going to rake her bloody hands at you and try and gouge you with them. Just making melee attacks here. 1.
Damn.
Oh.
He's in a rough position.
And 2.
At disadvantage, right, Blake? Because she's prone.
Is prone. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes. Can see, but is prone.
Corey, you got 11 HP at the top of your turn.
Yeah.
From the mist. And Elias, you got 9. I forgot to roll at the top of each of your turns.
Does a 15 hit Elias?
Nope.
Fuck.
I have 19 AC.
Oh!
You've got her pinned. She is unable to get at you with these bloody talons.
Yeah.
Hisses in annoyance. What even are you?
Your worst nightmare. Oh, I love this game. Oh, he died again. This poor man's internet.
It's going so
Blake-
bad. It's because he's running.
Man, I don't know what's going on here. It's really chugging.
You're allowed to turn your camera off if you feel like
if
you
it,
need
if
to.
it helps, you don't have
turn
to.
your camera.
Yeah. Yeah,
DM's
I might
privilege.
turn
You
it
can
off
have
for
the
a
camera
while.
on. Yeah.
I'll turn it on a little bit, maybe, see if it's feeling better. Okay. So Scarlet is fucking pinned. Got her in the fucking rear naked choke. We're gonna go for the Goristro then.
Come on, meat monkey, show me your fire.
Just bellows and swings in your direction. John is unable to see you fully. Okay.
Has disadvantage anyway.
Yes, heavily obscured, so he is blinded, so rolls with disadvantage.
DC is 19.
Would roll with
for slow.
disadvantage because of the protection from good and evil anyways, so we got layers to these defenses, folks. Layers. Alright,
Also
what's your
because
AC?
of slow. 19 right now because
Okay.
of slow. Because slow makes it a -2, right? I thought so.
No, I don't think so.
I thought
Wait.
I think it subtracts 2 from
yes,
your
it
AC.
does. Yes, it does. Yeah. Okay.
And dexterity throws, which is already John's jump stat.
Alright, so first one disadvantage, 15 to hit. Then
He
a
only gets
natural
1.
1.
He
He
only
you
doesn't
only
get
get
any
one?
more attacks.
Oh,
slowed.
this is awful.
And he can only take an action or a bonus action, not both.
Yes, absolutely awful. With a lumbering fist swings at you, John. You are easily able to block it with your shield.
time wizard, bottom text.
Absolutely fucked. At the end of the Goristro's turn. Wait, do I make a save for slow?
I think at the end, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can,
so,
you
yeah.
can either take
Okay.
but action or bonus action, not both, regardless of the creature's abilities to magic items. It can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn, yada 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 yada. On an 11 or higher, oh no,
Oh, that's your
yes, you
ability.
can take it. You can at the end of each of your turns. Yes,
What's your DC?
17.
Does save. Got a 19 with advantage.
I don't
So
have
does-
another...
As the one fist comes across, the slowness fades and it's moving fast again. Fast and violent.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Slow is a concentration spell.
Yep.
As soon as the Garistro loses its hold on it, I'm going to drop it on both of them.
End it at any turn. Yes, go for it.
'Cause I
At
wanna
the end of the
watch you
Garistro's
rip it
turn,
apart.
then, as the slowness fades, Garla is fucking hating being in this position. Is going to use a legendary action
Bitch ass.
for several legendary actions worth for this. Is going to blood port out from underneath the mutant wolf. Yeah, there's nothing that stops her from casting a spell, or not a spell, it's an ability.
Nice save.
Yeah. I had to specify. I know we've got counterspell on deck. Is going to blood port the fuck out of here. It's gonna go right on the edge. Here.
Edward.
Yeah. No, that was a very scary position to be in.
How's she looking, by the way?
Is covered in blood, but you don't. Oh, some of it certainly is hers, but does not seem to be moving slow or anything yet.
God damn it! I did a lot of damage to her in the first part of this battle.
Yeah, you did. You did a lot of damage, and then she's been healing a lot. Is the problem? Yeah, some of her attacks have been healing. She's just been healing as legendary actions. All right. That brings us to John.
You get 9 HP at the top of your turn, John.
Max HP. So I'm gonna take 2 swings at this Garistro, because it's the nearest creature. Oh god. So the first attack is a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. That's fair. The second attack is a 24 to hit.
Does hit.
Okay. I think I did a little damage pre-roll. So the weapon attack. So this includes 7 of this damage is psychic,
Yep.
but it's 26 damage from the swing of the sword.
Yep.
And of course, I'm going to smite it. Obviously.
Go for it.
John,
yeah.
Because the Garistro is technically blinded, you do have advantage on attack rolls against it.
That's good. Yeah, that's a natural 18, so I guess I'll roll in another set of damage, but we'll get to that. Because I already have to roll so many extra d8s for this. Because it's a fiend, so I'm starting at 3, 4, 5 d8.
To the delight of the paladin, it is indeed a fiend. It is indeed, in fiend, a fiend.
So it takes another 16 points of radiant damage? Question mark? I guess.
What was the first number you said? Sorry.
What was that? The first.
So you did the weapon first, and then
Oh right. So that was 26 from the weapon because I'm enlarged.
26 and 16, so 32. No,
Yeah.
42.
Yeah.
God damn.
And the second attack does hit because I do have advantage.
Yep.
against the creature.
Give me the
So
grand
I'm gonna
total. No resistance.
Roll all
factor
that
in here.
again. Yeah. Oh sweet. Okay, that makes it easy.
Yep.
this.
You got your weapon is certainly magical.
It's certainly magical. Am I still subtracting 1 from everything after I've drawn blood?
On
in the blood
D20 rolls, yeah.
Gotcha. Just checking. Okay. So weapon damage. Oh god, I keep rolling max on the enlarged D4. That makes me really happy. Let's 8, 10, 13, 22. So another 28 points of damage in the second strike as I smite it again.
All right.
Also at 3rd level, obviously.
A clean 70 points of damage.
Yeah. And I have a bonus action. I can do stuff with that.
Go for it.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Go for it.
And pulling up out of the blood, like it's dripping in reverse, a dark mimic to the blade on his back pulls itself out of the blood pool, like right about there-ish.
Is that good?
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. And it's also gonna swing at this fucking Gristrel. For dirty 20.
Hits.
Hot. 4 points of radiant damage.
4.
Or is it force? Force damage.
I think it's force, yeah.
And that action bonus action. My movement is comfy. I like where I am.
Yeah. Duking it out.
Sit there. Do I make another save at the end of my turn? Or
John,
yeah.
for you specifically, no.
Oh.
Not even with protection from evil and good?
No. That gave advantage. That gave advantage
Yeah.
on the save,
First place.
and you failed the save. So there's, you know what you need to do. Is you need to
Yeah.
kill.
Have to kill things. Okay.
Yes. I'll
That's
say
your turn.
when something gets killed, you might have a moment to breathe and attempt to save again, but until your foe lies broken before you, there
Okay.
is no rest. There's no time for
What's
consideration.
wrong? That howling's starting to sound a lot like a whimper.
As you say that, and as you just, cleave deeply into the Garistro, you hear Scarla just beginning to cackle again. Yes, make you bacon. Now, slay, tear them apart, and join me in the blood. Mikaela, it is what you were born for. Top of initiative. Dandith, you are up.
Okay.
You
I'm
breathe
going to...
in the mist.
Oh, yes. And I gain 14 HP back, which is going to put me at max HP.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my 2 sorcery points to give myself a spell slot back. And then I am going to...
Oh, Blake, sorry, it took another 6 radiant damage from my divinity stance.
Noted.
And then I am going to... there's so much going on that I feel like Scarla has probably lost immediate sight of me. So I will kind of juke over here, and I'm going to... I'm not hidden, I'm just in the mist, but she can see through it, I think. So... but I am just going to send out a... I'm going to light her up. I'm going to send out a guiding bolt.
Go for it.
Natural 19
Will
plus a lot.
Will hit.
Plus 7, so... Oh! Okay,
Gotta
okay.
make a couple quick rolls here.
That's...
I'm gonna do 2 of them.
So that's gonna be
Alright, we're good.
12,
Garla's inspired.
16.
Nah, just kidding.
She takes 20 points of radiant damage. And then
Yeah, you peek out from the wreckage of the altar, fire off a guiding bolt. As it hits her, searing light, her eyes instantly flick over to you, Dandin. And I did roll my checks for it, my concentration. She still has this tether with you, and when you do damage to her, you take half of it.
Okay. So 10.
So 10 radiant specifically.
Halved again to 5 because I'm resistant to radiant.
Halved again to 5 because you were resistant to radiant. And you're not close enough to John, I don't think, for the Guardian
He's
Angel,
within
right?
50. I stopped the Guardian Angel.
Oh, yes, you did.
When I
yes.
Yeah, I was at like 15 hit points.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I needed to
No,
stop
sense.
it.
All right, so yeah, you take 5 radiant as you feel again some of that
Got it.
blood in you grow a little bit spicy.
I'm used to it.
Yep.
Cool. So that's all that nonsense. Then yeah, so that's my bonus action and my action, and then I just will this time I will like go down here and I will crouch down in the crook of this angel's wing, just like try to be between the wing and the statue. Again, I don't have my hide, but I'm still got myself socked in there the best I can.
Gotcha.
And that's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, yeah, it's gonna reposition slightly. Over here. Yeah, still hugging around the outside of this lingering, invigorating mist. Brings us to Coralia.
I am, because she just left my eyesight. And we can't have that. I am going to first cast Misty Step.
Yep.
Across the field to. Oh, hold on. I gotta
So-
get the right
So
button.
a hack. If you're
Uh-huh.
on the moving, you click to move, and you also hold right click. It will measure at the same time.
Oh.
That'll make everyone's life easier.
That's so hot. Thank you, Blake.
Yeah.
Misty Step can go. Hold.
It's 30.
30 feet. This is gonna be a bad idea to be right up next to John while he's like this, but it's fine.
A reminder again on how the Blood Fury works. If there are multiple people adjacent, then we roll to see who John goes after, or whoever goes after. It's always just
I don't want to risk that.
Come up on the altar.
Yeah, I will cast Misty Step, and I will hop up onto the top of this main piece that I destroyed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
30
30 feet gets you up there.
Yeah, and I am going to, from where, now that I can see her, I will just say, use your mouth for something other than sucking dick. And I will use momentary stasis to just grab her out of existence.
Alrighty. What's my save?
It's a Constitution save, and it is a
Con
DC
save.
16.
Alright.
Please, 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 please.
Con
You're a
is
wizard.
Con is a good save for this
Ooh.
Blood Mage.
Blood Mage. Yeah, con.
I got a 22.
Can I make it not a 22?
How are you
By
fucking with me?
By using Chronal Shift?
Go ahead and cast Chronal Shift. I
Uh,
shall roll again.
Make it again.
Okay. Who are you giving advantage to?
Chronal Shift doesn't give advantage, it's just a reaction.
Oh, Chronal Shift. Sorry.
It's
yes.
it's a
Yeah,
class
yeah, yeah.
ability. I already used a spell.
Okay.
So it'll just make you re-roll the die.
I got higher. I got a 26.
Ah,
Rough.
she's so annoying. And I'm gonna
She
just
is very constitute.
took a little bit of it. I know she could probably still see me, but it's fine. She can be mean to me later.
You can be mean to me.
We will twist your words into worship of the dragon and the Lady of Blood soon enough. Don't worry.
Oh, I worship him fine, love.
You see, a lot of the fury of this area has been, a lot of vicious words. head does cock at that and look at you and look at John and look at you. Perhaps something to talk about when you're not fighting for your life.
Corey's angry. It's fine.
Yeah. That brings us to Elias. You're up.
Can you make this token bigger
Yeah.
and make the other one smaller?
I'll shrink Elias. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bound after her again.
Yeah.
I have 50 feet flying speed.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, you can definitely get to her.
But before that, my little guy is just gonna hop on. Coke bear attack.
Gotcha.
And as I
Sorry.
bound towards her, the Coke bear is gonna launch. itself.
Yep. A flesh missile.
Elias, you get 10 HP. Corey, you get 5.
Ooh, let's go. And this would just be 8 damage since we said we're gonna simplify the book bears attack.
Yep. Yeah, that'll hit. Sorry, say that damage again.
8.
Okay. It is looking bloody.
Excellent. And since the cook bear is right there, adjacent to her. Wait, is she in the air right now?
Yes, she is still in the air.
All right, I'm gonna try to prone her again.
Yep. She is 30 feet in the air currently, so she's got a little
Oh,
bit of height.
even
height.
better.
Yeah, more falling damage.
Actually, we didn't roll falling. I don't know if you rolled falling damage earlier.
First
Oh.
10 feet in the air.
It was a D. It would have been a D6. Let's do. I'll do 3 more. -3. Oh, 33. 3. Okay. And now I make a strength save.
Not yet. Hold on.
Oh,
Will you
okay.
allow? So since the coke bear is adjacent,
Yep.
will you allow pack tactics?
Can the
Coke Bear's an ally. That's what Pack Tactics
Bear is an ally?
The coke
think the
bear will
problem is the
take
Coke
falling
Bear-
damage
Coke Bear-
because
you know
it's
what?
gonna be midair.
The Coke Bear
But-
will take falling damage. That's enough of a downside, I think. You can benefit from pack tactics. Yes.
Thank you,
It's a
Blake.
coordinated strike. Yeah. You
They
launch the
rode
flesh
him up
missile.
there.
Yeah. You launch the flesh missile and you lunge at the same time.
Ah, don't say
Coke
flesh.
Bear's gonna. Coke Bear will be hurt after this, but that's fine.
Oh, sweet. 20.
That'll hit. Fuck.
And DC 17.
Okay. I hate this.
Ooh, low roll.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. -8. Now the strength save. Oh man, I got a +0 to this. That's only a 10. She plummets down as well, so I'll roll 3d6 once for both Garla and the Coke Bear.
Yep.
Each take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. You hear a sickening crunch from ankles.
All right, and
Elias just says, I can do this all day.
I'm just gonna.
The 2 supports are just like...
I'm gonna grapple her again. Let's do it again with advantage.
Oh, God. Go for it. Yeah, you fly down. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Gio, you're amazing.
It was like Gio's like, who needs Mage Slayer?
Oh
Yeah,
god.
true.
Yes,
Very
use your
self-
all your
Yeah,
legendary
campaign
action.
mage, so everybody should take Mage Slayer.
15. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste. I need to save it for something even worse than this. So is gonna become is knocked prone and is grappled by you again.
Excellent.
Fucking brutal.
Alright,
Okay, at the
that
end of your
is-
turn, Elias,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use another legendary action. I don't have enough to blood port away, but they'll refresh in her turn. So, but end of your turn is going to just slash at you for 1. Disadvantage because prone. Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
No.
No? Fuck! The other was a 19. God damn it. I was so close.
I will use my bonus action
Yeah, go for it.
for. I mean, she's probably resistant, but it's something. Septic strikes.
Okay.
She takes a D4. Oh, 4.
Is indeed
Necrotic.
resistance, so I will take 2.
Hey, it's something.
It's something, yeah. Oh, free.
Take
Alright.
down.
This horrifying mutated wolf utters, "Stay down."
All right, that's my turn.
That is your turn. Okay, this is not going well. Scarla
I
looks.
disagree.
Yeah, I
Going great
understand.
for us.
I understand that we would probably fundamentally disagree in this situation. Scarla, can't get away from you. Looks at you and then see a glint in her eye, and then she just begins to speak in a demonic tongue.
Is that a spell? Is it a
She's
spell?
casting a. She is casting a spell, Valerie.
Well, you see, I can tell her no. So I
Okay.
will just counterspell.
What
If
are
only
the
had-
what are the spell slots looking like?
Oh no, I don't have it. Never mind, I can't counterspell it. I can't. I'm sorry.
I.
I could
No
chrono
worries.
shift- I could chrono shift it one more time. If it hits, I suppose.
Okay, I will begin the process of casting the spell then.
Maybe she's gonna blow herself up. Who knows?
Is gonna drop concentration on that tether to you.
Yes. Fuck you, bitch.
Okay, I need a con save from Elias.
Wolves have good con, I
He's
think.
got inspiration.
Both of these things are probably true.
Ew.
Oh, I was muted. Ooh. Rough.
As she begins to
Roll
mutter.
it again. Roll it again.
All right, you can roll again.
I can.
18.
No, I can use it on both of you. 18. 18.
I love to suck your blood. It's what she's trying to do.
18 does not pass.
Rough.
Oof.
Every time I fucking use this spell.
Very
Every
close.
time I use
very
this
close.
ability.
She chants in a demonic tongue. You see that she twists her hand, and your mutated wolf arm twists in the same way. And she mimics a movement, and you rise up off of her. This is effectively a dominate spell.
Mm.
But not dominating your mind, dominating the blood within you. Blood bending. So on your turn, if this spell is still active, we will talk. And that brings us to the Goristro. No longer slowed, still blinded. Is just going to bellow in fury at you, John, at your insinuation of fear, and lash out at you, baby. So still have disadvantage, though, because of the protection.
And the cloak.
And the cloak.
And the dear gods, what have I done? Okay.
Actually,
okay.
I need to roll a d4, actually, because I forgot to do this when I drank the potion. Because this potion lasts not for a minute, but for 1d4 hours.
Okay.
3. This lasts for 3 hours.
Uses Big John.
Oh god, I rolled so good, though. Okay, what's
So
your
good,
AC
though.
right now?
21. 21.
Okay. 21 on the die is the lower of the first two. Got a 21 and a 22. Jesus. And then a 21 and a 20, so that one whiffs, and then whiffs the last one. So 1 hit. That could have been worse, though.
That could have been a lot worse, yeah.
I rolled
For all
pretty
this time.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
In the first 4 rolls, the lowest was a 20. Okay. Alright, so let's get your... This is going to be
That's a good attack
bludgeoning
spread.
damage.
Oh, ooh. Oh, hi. I actually...
So...
kinda-
Such a poor roll. 8 bludgeoning,
Reduced to 5.
and then I'll do a d6 of fire. 1. Brutal.
Entirely unreduced fire damage.
Yeah. Big John is tanking.
Parries a shit
Tanking
ton of hits.
Parries,
I
yeah.
could say he's doing his job.
He's truly doing his job. Excelling. Okay. At the end of the Goristro's turn, Scarla's not gonna risk... Oh, your speed so much, though, but... Fuck it.
Who does she have? Oh, I guess she got her turn again. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, she's re-upped on her legendary actions. You know what? No, is gonna hold on to that. Is pretty happy that she's dominated your blood. Okay, so John, that is your turn. After this, we're gonna take a quick break. John,
John,
take it away.
John, you get 8 HP at the top of your turn.
Full baby. Let's see. Okay, I have to use my bonus action. Good to know. Good to know. So we will do that because it's out here. So with my bonus action, the sword will swing, the blood sword hovering above it.
Yep.
It's an 18 hit.
18 hits on the nose.
Oh, sorry. For spiritual weapon, that is a 15. Sorry.
Does not hit.
Okay. So it misses. I'm gonna swing at him a couple of times.
Okay. With advantage.
Odd. That first one was a natural 1. 22 for the first strike.
Hits.
Dirty 20 for the second.
Hits.
Okay. And we're gonna do the thing TM real quick.
Give me the grand total then.
We will give you the grand total, of course. Something dice called. That's. Sorry, math. Uh, 29 points of damage for the first strike.
Okay.
Smiting again for the second. Oh, actually, 27. I rolled one extra d8 accident.
Okay.
Doing all of that nonsense again, though.
Jesus.
You be schmiting. So we're looking at fucking 20. Again. 33 points for the second attack.
Good heavens.
And as he does it, he's just gonna whip around this creature to really just from behind it now. Yes, fear.
John, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Okay. 15.
15. Really hard to get a reading on a demonic minotaur, but you do see a moment of like hesitation in it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to add it both times for the divinity again. Another 6 radiant damage.
Okay, I will
3 for
track that. Good God.
Yeah. How's the Bristro looking at this point?
So
I've been wailing on him.
very hurt. Very hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm out of my higher level spell slots. I've just been.
But, I mean, yeah, like if you had another turn like that, you would think you could probably kill it. Very hurt. You were feeling good.
Feels good. That ache in the sword arm. I missed it. That's my turn.
That's your turn. At the top of initiative, take 5, fill up on water, we'll come back and have the second half of this fight.
Second half.
Back, folks. Top of initiative.
I heal the full.
You heal the full. Before we get to your turn, Dandon. Flying in the air, pursuing Scarla. As you feel your blood begin to act against your own volition, Elias. And with your ever perceptive eyes and ears, senses, you see that at the mouth of the cave, there were these broad shoulders, bulky fiends with these horns and spikes all over them that had been told to stand watch to guard the entrance to the cave. And you recall they were told to not allow anyone to enter. And you perceive that they are making sure that the Lady of Blood's orders are carried out. As a pack of gnolls is being torn apart as they attempt to force their way into the cave, these fiends are stopping them, but you know it's only a matter of time. There are too many of Tormach's followers outside, and not just gnolls, but larger, deadlier cultists as well. You are on a ticking clock, essentially, for the rest of Tormach's followers to begin to enter this cave. What that means for all of you is uncertain at this time, but you will not be alone here for much longer. Dandon, that is you.
Okay. I am confident in that John is probably going to waste this Gristro. So because I'm still shrouded in the mist, the Gristro can't see me. If I let me see what I do. I think I know what I want. Okay. I want guaranteed advantage, and there is a chance that if I try to hide poorly. So instead of hiding, I am going to take steady aim to just give up my movement in exchange for advantage.
Yep.
And I am going to shoot a marble at this bitch.
Yep, go for it.
Actually, let me make sure of something real quick. Mystic Marbles. Okay, cool. I don't have to. It doesn't have to erupt into mist, so. Or it does erupt into mist. It just I don't have to imbue the mist with anything.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to shoot at her with advantage. That's going to be a. That's an 18 to hit her.
18 hits.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so there is another 60-foot sphere of mist in that part of the room now. And she's going to take... Ooh, good rolls. She's going to take 12, 16. She's going to take 17 points of damage, magical damage.
Okay.
Or magical bludgeoning damage, I should say. And then just make sure that there's nothing else added to that, because that includes sneak attack, blah, 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 blah. Yes, she takes that damage, and maybe try and knock her off that concentration. Oh.
Okay. $17 dam?
Yep.
Alright. So just a 10 con save.
Yeah, just roll.
Uh, 26.
Fuck. Oh well. I'm a rogue. That's what I've done. That was my turn.
Yep. No, that's a smart move. She's not looking good.
She's not looking good.
She's not looking good.
That's important.
At the end of your turn, she is going to now fly up and move.
Wait, she's still
15
grappled,
feet.
no?
Whoa.
And prone.
At this moment, yes, she would be. At the start of your turn, that will end. But
Yeah.
for the moment, yeah, you are still on her. That's correct. Fuck.
Hey,
call.
she can teleport away if she wants. So if she
I
wants
don't
to use
wanna-
all their stuff.
She's gonna remain here.
Hey, she's by a nice loving hand, right?
Yeah, exactly. Corey, you're up.
I have a question.
Yep.
So you've let me do it before in another life or death situation where I have been able to use Choom to cast a spell that is not on my list.
Mhm.
Kind of like almost like a horrible version of a what is it? Mizium apparatus? A terrible, terrible version of a Mizium apparatus.
You know I have feelings, right?
I would like to attempt to. It's a second level spell, so I should be able to still cast it. It's just not prepared. It is on my spell. It is in my spell books, though.
Okay.
I want to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on her.
Yep.
So what do I need to do in order to do that? God.
First, give me an intelligence check
Easy enough. I
as
am
you reach out to Choom.
pretty decent.
You also heal 8, Bill.
That is a natural 20.
Hot. Good for you.
Damn, should have asked for Big B's hand instead.
True.
I should have, thanks.
This is a separate
Well, the
check.
last time I tried to cast something too high of level, I almost died. So
Yeah.
So this intelligence check was for you to try and determine it. Not like, can I do this? It's like, okay, I want to do this again. What's the downside? Like, obviously, damage, right? You could
Yeah.
blow yourself up or whatever.
I
But
could.
as you're reaching for this again, I think you realize that doing it multiple times like this, connecting with Choom like this, is exactly that. You are connecting with Choom.
It's speeding up the process of him taking me over.
It is certainly not helping.
Yeah.
And what the ramifications of that are, even on an @20, I don't think you know yet. But doing this more is dangerous. So, if you want to still do that, yes, but keep in mind that this is not something that is without a cost. Separate from, that instant.
Okay. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah, no, perfect
so
question to ask.
Instead,
I think you realize that there might be like long-term effects
yeah,
of doing
I
this
don't
as well.
want to risk us not even getting to my
No.
home before Choom takes us over. So
I want to
need
show
make...
them my house.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
no.
up.
Go for it.
I am going to instead use a cantrip.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to Dandon. Give me your hand. And if she does, I am going to again drag my hand, my middle finger up the inside of her wrist, and pull that thread of divine magic from her, manipulating it into that same flame that I've seen her do before, and I'm gonna spin it around and just fucking throw a firebolt at her. And as
go for
I'm
it.
doing that, I'm gonna also pull out the fulminating treatise that I have, and as it flutters open, I'm gonna hit this cunt in her fucking face.
Yeah.
That big.
That's a 23.
23 will hit.
And the flame shifts from that divine light of Dandon, as it hurtles through the air, it transforms into the same, like, licking flame that we have seen come from John. And it sinks into her, the fulminating treatise snaps shut, and she's gonna take 2 more d6 of force damage.
Gotcha. Give me the grand total. Yeah, no resistance.
The
to force
fulminating
fire.
treatise is kind of dummy.
I can only do it 3 times.
For long
Per
rest.
rest.
You can only do it 3 times ever.
That is hold. 26 points of fire damage.
26.
Fucking face.
God
yes,
damn.
2d10 because I'm level 5. Plus 2d6.
Oh, firebolt is a fucking 2d10. Gross.
I
and
am.
it's free.
Oh man, you
And
hit her
she's
with this.
automatically knocked
Oh,
prone.
watch. She's
She's already prone.
Oh,
she
better.
is
Yeah.
probably fucking immune to fire
Ah,
damage.
damn.
Watch.
She is not.
Oh.
That's important.
Rad.
She is not immune to fire
Okay,
damage.
Yeah. That is the amount of damage that
Ah,
I
damn.
send at her face.
Yeah, Corey, you send off this fire force ball and absolutely smoke her. Oh god, I have never been more happy that I pulled off the dominate before, because this is looking very bad.
Oh, did she make a con save for her dominate?
Oh, she has to. 13. Okay, let me
Yes.
roll that right now.
Fail it.
This is an important roll.
She has to roll quite low, I think. Her con's pretty good.
Please. Natural 1.
Got a 17.
Yeah,
Got a
fuck.
17.
How much
What?
damage did you deal, Corey?
26.
26
Yeah.
points of fire damage.
Died.
All right. On your turn, Elias. she twists her hands and you rise up off of her. Again, essentially a blood dominating effect is taking place here. So she is going to force you to go and attack. I mean, she just points at Corey. Go and attack Corey.
No.
And then I think at the... No, there's no save at the end of a turn. It's just if you take damage, I think is how this works.
This is dominate,
Yes.
right? Monster.
Yeah.
Or person.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, you go and fight, and then... Yeah, each time you take damage, you can make a new... it would be con save.
Sure.
And on a success, it ends. So, yeah, you go fuck up Corey.
Alright. Good luck.
I think your Coke Bear can act on its own, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on
Okay.
one command.
Yeah. Take it away, Elias.
Okay. Oh my god, my Coke was
Woof.
cracked.
Oh, that was the Coke Bear? Beautiful. Thought that was you
8
biting
damage. That's a solid 8 damage. That's
God
it.
damn! I am still up.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I is gonna move 50 feet towards Corey.
Yeah, you got more than enough to get.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Oh yes!
No. I don't want to. Thanks though.
All right, what do you got left in the tank?
I still have a silvery barb.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give the
Let her rip.
advantage to Dandon.
Danning
That's
gain
important.
advantage. Roll again, Elias.
Fail.
Jesus, some hot rolls.
Not a crit, though.
Not a
though.
crit.
That was
Very
supposed to be for
importantly.
her.
Dodging crits left and right. That is going to hit though.
Yeah.
And yeah, that damage roll. So.
It still hits. It's fine. It'll be fine. I'm almost at full. It's fine.
Surely my second attack
Misses.
misses.
Misses. Ah!
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh,
A nat 1.
the duality.
You take a chunk out of what's going on there. Jim?
Oh,
What you doing there?
Sorry, I didn't realize everyone could see that. My bad.
Don't mind me.
I'm just curious.
I'm just curious about something. Don't worry too much about it. Don't
It's
worry
just
too much.
theoretical.
Yeah?
Okay,
Yeah?
so that's 12. That's 12 points of piercing damage to Corey.
Hmm?
12
Yeah,
points
just
of piercing
12
to Corey.
total. Yep.
'Kay.
Oh, I guess you have to make the strength save.
Oh yeah, we're getting knocked prone. You're
Just
strong,
gonna
right?
Crit. No, it's fine.
You're strong,
I'm
right?
gonna just crit. It's fine. It's fine.
Yep, you're fine.
And that fuck. That is a.
It's only a
straight
17.
15.
So close.
So close.
Close.
Am prone. Yes.
Yeah, you knock Corey on her ass amidst the ruins of this statue.
I will
that she
just
broke
turn
herself.
my head and look at her, and I'm just like, I'm still gonna fucking kill you.
I think that's it for me. Oh,
Not unless my new friend kills you first.
did
go
she
ahead.
make a concentration check on my Coker's
Oh.
attack?
I'll roll it. Just no nat ones.
Roll low. Roll low.
Roll low. 19.
Damn.
Oh,
That's
so
my turn.
Yeah, if the DC is 10, she has.
Yeah. I mean, actually, a 2 would also. No, sorry. Beats it. It would have to be in that one. Okay. At the end of Elias's turn, she's going to. Man, she is so hurt. She doesn't even want to take a disengage attack from the Coke Bear, so she is going to burn all 3 to blood port up over. Where does she want to go?
Yeah, where does she want to go?
I'm not gonna factor in cone knowledge. That would
Yeah,
be
you don't know anything about
that'd
the
be cheesy
cone.
as
She
fuck.
knows nothing.
No, she's gonna blood port up onto like this column here. So she's standing on the stone. And that's the end of Elias's turn. So now it's her turn. And shit refreshes, and I had rolled a little earlier. I have recharged the blood boil. 20-foot radius sphere. Yeah, she's not gonna care about hitting you. Okay, so I'm gonna need a con save from Dandin, Coralia, and Elias.
Oh, I get advantage because of fucking silvery barbs.
Ooh. 19.
DC is 20.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yep.
That's important.
I'll succeed this time. It's fine.
Dirt 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got lower.
That's okay.
And then Elias.
Oh,
Lizardman, you're muted.
6.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Ah,
that's going to be 38 points of necrotic damage to Coralia and Elias.
Joke's on you, I'm resistant.
Yeah. Have to, what is that, 19? 19 to Dandin.
halved again.
Halved
Because
again.
So what is that? 9?
19 halved down to 9, yes. And for those who failed, so Coralia and Elias, you are incapacitated. Now, Elias, give me another con save, because this is going to be to see if you break out of the blood domination.
Roll terribly.
You do not. So you are you and Coralia are both incapacitated.
That's fine, I'm dominated and incapacitated.
And you see that blood begins to stream up from the pool into her, and he is back from the brink of death. That would have been very nasty indeed. Still bloodied, but not on death's door anymore. Okay, that is the Goristro's turn. Is just going to circle and swing at you again, Johnny boy.
I mean,
With disadvantage.
yes. Roll at disadvantage. Silly Garistro. You are a pale imitation of my might.
Is not able to hit you. Jesus. Yep, the best was a 19. Which brings us to John.
I would like to attempt to grapple the Garistro.
Yep.
Because I am enlarged, I have advantage.
Alrighty.
That's hot. 25.
25 athletics.
Yeah.
Damn.
I only got a 16.
I'm gonna grab this Garistro by the back of the head, bend it over, and shove its face into the pool and start drowning it. I will use my second attack if I need to move it further, but I don't think that's how the rules work. So I'm gonna push his ass into the fucking pit.
Yeah, you submerge the Garistro in the blood pool.
And I'll leave one ear up so I can whisper in it. I hope you don't need to breathe. But this will be a fun little experiment, won't it?
It's begun thrashing.
It has begun thrashing. And with my bonus action, the sword will attack him.
Yeah, go for it.
Is the creature considered prone right now?
I'll say for this, yes. Yes, it's like down on knees.
Does a dirty 20?
Chest in the blood pool. Dirty 20 hits, yes.
It takes, I think only 4? Let me double check the spell. Yeah, 4 points of force damage from that hit.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I do have another attack, so
You do have another attack action.
realistically, he's probably being grappled with, like, the shield arm.
Mm-hmm.
So, realistically, I'm just gonna stab him. I have advantage on him now, too. If I didn't already.
You already did.
Yeah, another dirty 20 for me to hit him.
Yep.
And this one, I want it to be a little slow, so we don't need to smite him this time. 16 points of dablage.
All right. Extremely hurt. Dandon, by the way, did you make a save for protection?
Oh.
Just clear 10.
Yeah, just clear 10. It's a con save, right?
Yep.
I got a natural 19.
Okay, we're good.
And yeah, that's all I got for my turn. I'm drowning a Garistro in a pool of basically boiling blood.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take some damage on its turn start. Top of initiative. Dandon. That's
How high in the air is she?
you. 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay.
God, I'm so sorry. I keep doing this. Plus
Oh
another
yeah,
4.
the extra damage.
And an extra 1d4 from the enlarge, so another 4 total.
Okay. I need... So she has healed a little bit, but she still
Yep.
was probably looking pretty rough, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, she was on death's door. She's not on death's door anymore, but she's
Okay.
also still bloody.
Okay. We're going for it. It's going to be steady aim for advantage. And I'm going to use my final spell slot to attempt to light her up.
Go for it.
One last time. Come on, Dandon Dice. If I ever needed you to crit.
I don't think... Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh! No. I tried. It was so high, though. I do hit. It was on. Yeah, it was so close. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That'll certainly hit.
That's 22 points of radiant damage.
Stands still.
Okay. I've given up the use of my movement. Oh, I do heal at the start of my turn. 5, 10. Heal. That's it. That's what I got.
All right, Coralia, that's you.
I am incapacitated.
You are incapacitated. Let's remind ourselves
What
what
does that do?
status means.
Great and powerful.
But you
Did
do
you make-
heal some.
Did she make a con save though?
Oh, I'll roll that right now.
Fail it.
And also
Yeah.
Corey heals some from the
It was 22, so 11 is what I need.
She can fail on a 2. 2 or lower. Come on.
Yeah,
She'll fail.
21.
Fuck.
This bitch, just die.
Rolled that. Go ahead and Corey gets healed, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I am.
Okay. Incapacitated is no actions or reactions. So you can move, funnily enough. You just can't do anything other than move.
And Elias can't attack me, right?
Because he's also incapacitated.
Elias is also incapacitated. Still
Um,
dominated, but incapacitated.
I am going to cast Misty Step. Because I do.
You can't cast
I can't cast spells. Oh, I can't do actions.
also means bonus actions.
Okay, gotcha.
No.
Gotcha.
Action, bonus
I
action,
can't
or
move
No, you-
because he's on top of me.
but you can move. Yeah.
I
oh,
can't. He's on
You are
top of
prone,
me.
though.
I'm
no,
prone.
prone just means it's half your movement to stand up.
Okay,
You have
okay.
15 feet of movement to run
You have
away.
15
Yeah,
feet of
I'll
movement to get out.
I'll like snake out from underneath him, and just kind of jog the opposite direction.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Hopefully,
You
and just
do-
hide behind this, or I won't be able to get that far. I don't.
Not
think.
that far. You get there, yeah.
Yeah. Right there.
You do, however, blessedly get 16 HP returned to you.
Huge. A huge roll.
I rolled 2 6s and a 4.
Massive for a wizard that had 1 hit point.
Do you have 1 hit point? Oh,
God damn, I was so close.
stop it, Blake.
That's your turn, Corey. You moved, and that's all you could do.
Ah,
Elias, you can move, and that's all you can do.
I'm moving towards
Uh,
Corey.
Yeah, she's moving you to Corey.
My
Yeah, she's
boy.
gonna move you right there.
That
so
round
you're-
went by so
You're by both
quickly.
of them. Yep. All right, that brings us back to.
my Coke Bear is gonna
Scarlet.
attack.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, kill her with the Coke Bear,
Oh, she-
please.
Yeah.
Another
30,
one!
30 feet up on this little out
Fuck.
this jut on this column. Can the Coke Bear climb up a column?
It can.
No, it can climb up.
I
these
hate
columns.
these
These
fucking
decrepit,
bears.
dilapidated columns.
Because they're really rad.
It does have a
Balls.
climb
Yeah.
speed of 30.
You've got to be kidding me. I mean, she wouldn't know that this little fucking menace can climb this, so it's not like she would reposition. God damn it.
13 hit? No, probably not.
13 does not hit, thankfully.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty simple turn for Elias. Incapacitated. Do I need to
Yeah.
make a save?
Unfortunately,
I don't, right? Because
you
I don't take
no.
damage.
You already
Yeah.
made your save for the damage you took, so unless you take more damage, there won't be another save.
They get saved at the end of their
she
Yeah,
turn.
drops
so they're
okay.
No.
incapacitated? For the
Oh,
incapacitated, not for
No,
the...
the incapacitated just ends. It's only
Okay.
for one turn. So Corey and Elias, you both are no longer incapacitated. That has faded.
Yay!
Okay.
Bad for Corey.
Elias, you did get
Bad
7
for
HP
me.
back, by the way.
Good for Corey. Bad for Corey. Wait, what did you say?
You got 7 HP back on your turn.
I think I'm full.
Okay. At the end of Elias's turn, then, to avoid another disengage attack, she is going to blood port.
Fuck this bitch.
Fuck
Is
this.
tired of dealing with all this. Is going to teleport onto this statue right above you, Dandin,
Very poor decision.
and it is going to whip at you.
Fuck you, bitch.
She's gonna miss, obviously.
Okay, yeah, multi. So two
This
of
young
these,
woman is
1,
so squarely.
2. 14 to hit,
Does not hit.
22 to hit.
Does hit.
There's okay, and then 21 points of necrotic damage to
Halve.
Dandin. Half to 10.
To 10. And as a
And
reaction,
yeah, go for it.
wait, hold. Nope. Hold on. I has finish her turn.
Okay. And
Nice catch.
okay, so you heal for that. Okay, for 10. That is the end of her turn.
At the end of her turn, as a reaction, I use my skirmisher ability to move 15 feet without provoking an opportunity attack.
Oh,
But that's okay, because I'm not moving that far away from her. I am going to scuttle up and get above her.
yeah, you
Kick her in the back of
start
the head.
climbing this. Yeah, you climb up what remains of the statues,
Yeah.
half balancing against the column behind you with a skinny arm. A tactical genius. All right, that is going to be the Goristro's turn.
Starts his turn
Is
in the water.
Drowning in boiling blood.
Hooray!
Is resistant to like necrotic and fire damage, but the big problem is Gerster only has 10 hit points left.
Drum.
Okay. Where is it in my notes here?
Blood.
So
Enthralled, and from the blood you will return.
any creature who starts their turn in here takes 2d6 fire and 2d6 necrotic.
Oh!
So let's do the fire.
Possible 24 damage.
So 8, half to
Deal
4.
12. Needs to deal max on the last two.
Oh! Yeah, -4. And
That's right. That just means I get to
12?
kill him myself.
12 will kill with no action required.
That's close.
That is close. Alright, 7, so I have down to 3. Has 3 life remaining. Is gonna try and break the grapple.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, it can
is-
try. It can try. It's allowed
It's
to.
gonna try and break out of this grapple.
Roll. So
No, I can still attack while grappled, right?
you can
Mhm.
still attack while
Yeah.
grappled. The problem
Is-
is that you
is-
probably can't see me because again I'm like holding his hair into the water with like
Didn't
my
miss
knee in his
anyway,
back.
still can't
I think
see you.
is just gonna lash out with its
Can.
limbs as much as possible. It's probably gonna fucking miss anyways. This is not a tactical creature. 3. Okay. So a 12 for the first one, 10, 15. Wastes its turn flailing.
I passed my con save for Blood Whip, by the way.
Perfect. Yeah, fully wastes its turn. John, you're up.
Kill it.
John will swap his stance to, I believe, focus is the one I'm looking for. I think focus is the one that he wanted, right? Yeah. And just, I've already got the sword in its back. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep pushing it deeper. But I get a +3 to my attack rolls and saving.
As long as you hit, the minimum damage will kill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. The first attack does miss though. like really
Rough.
bad. I only rolled a 13,
Beautiful.
even with
Okay.
advantage.
Is
The second
flailing
attack-
in its death throes.
Second attack is less generous to the Garistro, and I roll a 14 plus 8 for 22, or minus 1, 21.
John, how do you end this pale imitation?
With the blade already pressed into its back and a fistful of its hair, he just presses his heel into its lower back, pulls the head up out of the blood, and pushes the blade deeper, and just breaks him in half. Really, just
Yeah.
breaks him in half.
Yeah, with your blade, you were able to rip the creature into the Goristro. Tumbles. Was already in the pool, falls into the pool with the rest of its body, and you are left holding the head impaled on your blade.
Beautiful.
You watch as the demonic blood, perhaps even more eagerly than the blood of these immortal creatures all around, is absorbed into the blade. Its edge gleams wickedly. And now that you have slain this creature, John, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, DC
With advantage
25.
still from Dandon.
Advantage.
And
And
12
shifted
from
very,
focus.
very smart.
Oh.
First roll is
Yeah.
bad. First roll is not great.
So
First
you have
roll's
to,
bad.
I think you have to beat a 25. That's what was said earlier.
Yeah, 25.
So that number. Oh, fuck that. Oh, so that's a 14 plus 11. Oh, is the it's just for D20 rolls, right? For the Tormac fatigue,
Yes.
including saving throws. Okay. That is a 25.
That is
Exactly.
a 25.
That is a 25.
Exactly.
Oh fuck.
You look around, and the only people you see ahead of you,
One. Just
close
one.
by, are Coralia, Elias. And you look at them, and your arm already lifts and points the blade at your next target, this frail witch ahead of you. But you regain control, John.
And I will continue to hold my blade aloft at the little witch. I'll leave that stance for now.
Yeah. Yeah, those are your actions. Any movement you want to take, or you just...
You know, obviously the
honestly
menacing man
struggling, yeah.
approaches. Yeah. The menacing entity I'm trying to fake to be is still in this moment approaches the scary, the witch there.
Yeah, for sure. All right. At the end of John's turn, top of initiative. Before Dandon goes, I'm going to roll a d20. On a
Okay.
1 through a 10, the bodyguards of Scarla will fall, and Tormac's followers will enter the cave. 11 through 20, the bodyguards will stand, and you will remain unwatched. You'll remain in here alone for another round.
Rough.
Hey, Blake, can I use my inspiration on that? Is that allowed?
No.
Okay.
Your inspiration is for you and your allies,
Hey,
not
Blake.
for me. What's up?
But it's
I can't use silvery barbs on you, can I?
No.
No. You can't.
On the DM?
No, it's not. It's on the world.
Oh.
You hear roars of pain that are cut short quickly. Before host
Oh boy, that's a lot of nulls.
begins to pour into the cave.
Oh boy.
Howling, chattering, gnashing of teeth. The scent of blood of Tormac's fury is in the air. And now the followers of the Manslayer approach. More and more with each passing second. Dandon, top of initiative, that's you, baby.
Boy. Okay, here we go, gents. I'm within 5 feet of her. Steady aim to give myself advantage because I don't need to move. I just need advantage for sneak attack possibilities. And I am going to pull the Seraphim's stiletto out and plunge it at her chest.
Go for it. Oh, baby.
Look at this shit. It's a natural 20, bitches.
Yeah.
On the Dandin die. It's the first good roll it's had all night. All my other
Try
good
you,
rolls have come
Dandorn.
from the other day. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that is 1d4 for the stiletto, 2d6 for sneak attack. So that is 29 points of piercing damage.
$29 points of piercing damage. Dandon,
Yeah.
how do you do it?
Yeah. I scuttle up and around her after she like hits me, and I'm not like, and I think she just watches, because when I first came in here, I looked like a little tiefling, and now I am clearly not that. And the hood kind of falls away, revealing the golden hair, and she just watches as I climb up, and all damage that she's done to me just heals in her face, or just heals in front of her. And I look at her, and Dandon's eyes flicker with that silver and gold light, and I just say to her, Mercy isn't dead, but you're not worth it. And I stab her right in the chest.
Oh! You stab deep into her chest with your Seraphim stiletto. Its thin, elegant blade easily piercing through her chest, finding purchase deep in her heart, and blood begins to pour out around the wound. And her eyes, the shock on her face at seeing you, at your declaration of Mercy's resurgence, Mercy's persistence, and the fact that she is not deserving of it. And with the last of her mortal life, she turns her head, looking at you, John. We can't. Trying again. No, it is always you. And Scarla, the Lady of Blood, is no more. You remove the blade, and her body falls to the ground. The domination over Elias fades. John?
As she plummets, the massive man slings the head of the Garistro off of his blade, and he whispers, "Oh fuck, sorry." He whispers under his breath, Everyone deserves their second chance. And I will cast Spare the Dying with my bonus.
What the fuck?
As I turn away from her and I stride towards the stairwell, because there are a bunch of fucking gnolls, right? Yapping and yipping and running down the stairs.
I'm going to get her
Yeah,
out
we're
of
gonna
this chasm.
we're gonna
by the way.
slow this down for a second, folks,
Sure.
before you move away.
For sure.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find something here.
Absolutely.
What diffic?
Defuk,
1 sec, sorry.
you're good. I'm just going to drink to cope with the fact that we're all alive after that battle.
As the last light in Scarla's eyes grows dim, John, you extend a hand. The hand of mercy that was once extended to you so long ago. And in contradiction to Dandin, you decide that Scarla is worthy. Scarla is deserving. Everyone is deserving of another chance, and you leave her at 0. She is unconscious, but she is not dead. As the head of the Goristro topples into the blood pool, all of you sit, stand, bloodied. You look up and you see this horde looking down.
I'm the only one visible because of mist.
We're all in the midst.
I'm standing there with a dagger covered in blood, looking like me.
I
Looking
mean,
up.
did you scuttle down back into the mist at the end of your turn?
I fucking stabbed her and let her fall.
You
I
didn't.
took steady aim. I gave up my movement.
Okay. She did give up her movement.
Yeah.
And that changes things.
The mist is going to end within the next couple rounds, but still, I mean, it's still active at this time.
John, give me an insight check.
Really good. 24.
On a 24. On a 24, your instinct with Scarla earlier, your active dominance of taking control of the cult was correct. It's just Scarla was questioning. Scarla was not completely under Tormac's dominion anymore, and was perhaps the only person here that power move wasn't going to work for. And with the blood pumping, you think that you could, if the cult sees you, you might be able to find a way out of this that doesn't involve fleeing or more likely just dying. But they need to see you. You need to act now.
She's still covered in blood, right?
Oh,
I just stopped her from dying. I didn't heal her. She's still
Yes, no,
covered in blood.
she is very hurt.
I'm gonna pick her
Yes.
up by the back of her neck.
Yep.
My big ass self. Danton, get back into that mist and hide. And I'm gonna, like I said earlier, start marching my way to those stairs. And I will slowly walk up the stairs to meet them.
You begin walking up the stairs,
I'll
dragging.
calmly approach the Null Horde.
Yeah, you're carrying Scarlet. Yes, dragging.
Yeah, kind of like holding her to the side like one would hold like a bottle, maybe.
Yeah.
That's open. You know, there's an amount of care, but not a great amount.
It's a terrible visual.
After a few seconds, then the mist fades, and the horde has begun descending. And there they meet. Well, they meet you, John. And the howls and screams go quiet, beginning from the front of the horde who see you, but quickly word seems to travel and the cave goes quiet as they all stare.
Let you all bear witness this day. Not even the highest among you is free from the repercussions of treachery. I will like gesture with the body limp and kind of dangling. But today, many more of you must witness her pain. In the coming weeks and months, you must all see that retribution. And I begin to just like walk through them, carrying her aloft.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check with advantage. DC for this is going to be 20.
It's a good thing I rolled a 15, which with the -1 is exactly 20.
Yeah, again, this is a hard thing you are attempting. This massive horde, drunk on Tormach's blood fury, but you are the dragon of the Grey Spine. You walk forward, and an unlucky gnoll not quick enough to get out of your way is battered aside, and the rest of the horde quickly follows suit, parting around you, allowing you to pass. Some of them have dropped to knees. Some of them stare at you with bloodlust in their eyes. But pass you may.
And I hope my companions are following me.
Yeah.
I would assume
Closely, I
if
would
you're-
presume.
If you're doing something else, let me know, but
No.
I have to assume you would follow John.
Following the person who is opening the way.
Yes, at one point, John, a gnoll kind of like reaches out a hand to try and like swipe at one of your companions.
It is butchered quickly as I kick it off of the fucking ledge.
And the lesson is learned by this host. And
God,
the rest of you.
he's so big now. Just
And
escalates
yeah.
After that particular show of force, I will attempt to sheath the greatsword as I walk.
Okay. as you attempt to sheath the sword, give me one last wisdom saving throw.
And protection from evil and good is still active. If that helps.
Yeah, you roll with advantage. DC 25.
The first one was a 2, so that's not enough. But hopefully the second one is much higher. How do you keep rolling so high? It's the dice tray isn't that full. How do you keep doing this? Okay. Maybe the dice need a break. They're stressed tonight. I rolled an 18 on the die, so that's I think that's 29
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
The 29. Your hand shaking at the thought of sheathing the blade. You are able to put it away for the time being.
Okay. I hold her aloft like a torch as I lead us out of this cave.
You lead them out of the cave. Exiting the cave. Where does John walk to? You know that you could return to Fortinhof. Your family's shop still stands, you know. One of the few buildings in your hometown that does. And you know that the cart is, about 10 minutes away, back towards the road.
I think as we make our way we're going back through Fortinhof.
Sure.
And as I do, I will. Is Elias still a wolf? You still wolfy with us, friendo?
What's going on, Elias?
I think only an hour.
Only an hour? Okay, so it's not
An
that
hour?
long.
I think 2 hours.
Yeah, you would still have it up then, if you want.
Okay. I will place her unconscious body on your back and loudly proclaim so that, and I'm pretty big right now, so it's probably pretty easy to do that.
Yeah.
But loudly proclaim so that every being probably nearby can hear. Take the traitor to our cart and see to it she is bound, gagged, and sealed. And then everybody gets a little mental ping afterwards, please.
I will continue this charade, and bow in reverence to the Dragon of the Grey Spine, and very rapidly get this child out of this space.
I howl menacingly.
Yeah. Cool. So Dandin, Corey are going back to the cart, and Elias carrying the body. John, are you staying put?
To every being in attendance inside the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Leave. Now.
Takes a beat. Many of the cultists in here were not down in the cave, but it seems as if your declaration outside has been enough, and everyone files out of the old family store.
And because I'm large for like another 3 hours, I'm gonna squeeze in. I can probably still squeeze in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take some time to look around what they've done and and look around.
Yeah, as you look around your family's store, you see that it's begun, still functioning kind of as a place of business. It seems as if equipment and supplies are gathered here. You see clearly the signs of, many of the travelers in the Grey Spine that are beset by the cult have been brought here. Belongings are stripped from them. I mean, you find a room that is kind of just full of bodies in the process of being looted. Your family's store was once a place for travelers to gear up, to equip themselves for travel. And it's kind of become a sick, twisted nightmare of that. But as I said, I think last session, you still see on the wall, and every now and then you see signs of your family still. A knob broken by you or a sibling or a family member in a very particular way that you just recognize. Like I said, that painting on the wall.
Like he goes to open a door and it sticks, and then he jiggles
Yeah.
in a really like muscle memory kind of way. There's still pictures on the walls, you said? Are any of them even remotely intact?
The one most intact is that it's not like a family picture or anything. It's just that kind of picture of that knight, right? That you once, inspired you. Splattered with blood, but other than that, it still stands.
Are the family's rooms still intact? Does that look like... Does the second story still exist?
You head upstairs, and again, the building did partially burn down, but it was kind of rebuilt. And up here you see that it's inhabited by, it looks like the people kind of like the cultists who run the shop now. No one's in here currently, but you do not see any signs of your family here. Whatever kind of reconstruction took place has taken care of that.
Man, honestly, that hurts more than if they were like strung up and on altars or something, man. Shit.
Yeah, how's John feeling now that he's come down from the blood rush? You've managed to talk your way out, and your friends are heading back to the cart relatively safely. And in this moment of remembrance, some things are the same, but so much has changed.
I think silently, within himself, John is going to utter like a thankful sort of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
He was hoping to find something, a picture, an old toy, like literally anything. But he can take solace in the fact that the new family he has built is intact and alive.
Mm-hmm.
And he will thank the Redeemer for that. And I'm going to keep an eye out on my way down for any particularly useful looking equipment I happen to see.
Go ahead and roll me a d20. Oh no, Gio.
He said he was going to bed.
Oh, sounds good.
You're liking that. 18. Raw
Ron wriggling.
Raw and wriggling.
Sorry, roll a d100. I misspoke.
And I think, yeah. I think he's still holding out hope that he might see something while he's searching.
Yeah.
If that factors into your decision. That's an 11.
On a D100?
Mhm.
Wild.
Yeah.
You would have succeeded on a divine intervention.
It's true. We'll get those someday, don't worry. Hopium.
Copium.
If we survive. I mean, hey, Stoneprick is so far.
On an 11, you don't find like a magic item or anything like that, but on an 11, John, you do find a small trinket or something that was used by your family. I'll leave the decision for what that is up to you, and you can reveal
I'll
that
click on it a
to the
little
party
bit.
at a later date or time. But you find it's small and probably half like broken or burned. It's showing clear signs of the horrors that it's been through, but something still is found.
Thank you, Blake. Yeah. John, real life, I think, is maybe a little bit holding back his tears as he squeezes back out through the doorway and makes his way across.
Very quickly realizing that this is not the place for tears.
Yes, and he will hold his head aloft, slightly arrogantly, that extra cock to the nose, and he will march back out of his former hometown.
As you begin to walk out of town, you see that a crowd has formed here, and the bloody imp steps forward to you. Oh, bloody master! Oh, Dragon Miguel! I must apologize at once, of course, I was unaware of the ladies.
An apology is in order, and I kick it into a tree.
Splatters onto the tree, and you begin to hear some like chants in the crowd. People like, "Cut to the traitors!" Some fighting breaks out as accusations begin to be thrown of sympathizer, and yeah, who would have known that in a cult of murder and violence that violence is easily had.
Right.
As this infighting breaks out, though, you do also hear that some. What is your will, my lord? What is Tormac's bloody will? We will make amends for our short-sighted and our blindness. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you want.
Amassing to the south, the kingdoms of the Solar Imperium march northward to force their fetid dogma down our throats. You will meet them in bloody and brutal battle before their festering light can creep its way into our mountains and north towards our prey. You will butcher angels and Azamar, and the southern hills will run with the blood of Fae and gods alike.
Okay. So I will say an amazing speech from the dragon. At a baseline, half of the cult is going to do this. Now I want you to give me an intimidation check to see if you convince the other half that's fallen to infighting or those who still think that something is not quite right.
That is a natural 20, good sir.
Natural 20. On a natural 20, your invocation of slaughter, of wrath, is well met. And you see that cult of Tormak will march south.
And we're going the opposite fucking direction.
That's good, yes. It's good we're no longer in the south. As this frantic, frenetic fury is whipped up, John, now would be a great time to slip away.
And as they charge south, I do just that.
Awesome. We'll ping back over to Coralia and Danton. Elias in wolf form carrying the unconscious but still alive Scarla.
Yep.
As the two of you walk to the cart.
I'm gonna pull out some rope from the titties of holding, and bind and hog tie her, gag her so that she is unable to cast any magic. And I will, you had every right to kill her. That's kind of what you and John are, right? Two sides of the same coin.
Dandon is done nothing on the way back except for stare at the bloody knife.
As we get closer to the cart, I'm gonna just hold her little shoulders. She's not dead.
It's not about that. I don't... Why does she get to live? And so many better people have to die. Why is she the first person we've saved? I don't get you guys. At all. I thought I was starting to, but I don't get it.
John was not a good person for a very long time. And he embraced mercy in order to try and right that wrong. A little too late in regards to saving others. I agree. I think that you are changing him. And he is trying to show you that. And you have every right to be mad. And angry at us for our hypocrisy. I'm sorry.
I don't want to.
Oh, sorry.
I don't want to be mad at you. I can't help it right now.
That's completely okay. I'm sorry that you're stuck with some really awful people. You are good, Dandan. And I think that you're gonna turn us into better people.
Here's hoping. And I pull away, and I go up, and I pull the doctor is in sign out of my bag and hang it up. And I walk into the cart.
I will have Elias carry her into the medical wing. And I will take the habit off of my head and just sit on the edge of the cart beside Bethany.
Big of you.
Is Kane still on the roof?
Ian is gone.
Well, I can't be surprised about that.
As you sit beside Bethany,
I will pull some sugar cubes from my chest and give them to her. I know that you're not technically a real horse, but I figured that you'd appreciate it. Don't ask me about the helmet.
was chewing the sugar cube, stops chewing, just looks you directly in the eye,
I don't like that.
slowly continues crunching the sugar cubes.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out how to cure the curse first. I guess the person who carries the cart does deserve something more. Sorry. I'm talking to a horse.
Head in hands, you hear snap of a twig, and you look up and you see John approaching the cart.
I am going to walk over to him and smack him across the face.
Corey strides
He
up.
kneels for you to do so.
Yeah, giant John kneels down. And
It's not even worth it to hit you.
Negative strength, baby.
She doesn't have a negative strength. She has a 10.
Fair enough. You have average strength. It's still a +0.
I mean, he lets you hit him. That's kinda
Yeah, she's gonna just smack him in the chest. You get to go and apologize.
I didn't hear
what was the last part? Sorry.
You get to go and apologize to her.
Well, I can fit back inside. I don't know how long Elias's tincture will last.
Are you okay?
No, I think we're gonna walk for a while. I'm gonna have to think a lot.
You're pretty quiet, Jacob. Sorry.
I think we're going to walk for a while, and I'm going to have to think a lot. But the hordes are heading south, and they will fight the Solar Imperium, and they will stall their advance. And many of them will die. But we should get moving while we can.
I'm gonna take one of his gigantic hands and just kind of hold it close
So big.
and just. You didn't have to do that. I could have figured out a way to get us out.
not as well as I would have.
You know, you missed a really good joke I tried to tell while you were under to see if you'd come back to. It was stupid. You would have loved it.
You told a joke while we were all fighting for our lives in that hot, wet pit.
Her like eyes have started to water, and she's like, I didn't know what to do. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. I used to have such a grasp on it.
The big man picks you up and pulls you into a gentle embrace.
Thanks for not
just accidentally. Terrible.
You're fine.
Spare the dying.
Didn't fix final damage? Ooh.
And just let the snow fall on him for a second.
Well, will you do me an immense favor then, and comfort our charge while I wait for this to wear off?
Yeah. I'll see if making them some cookies will help. I need to just do something for a while. And she kind of presses a hand to his face and kisses just the tip of his nose. Because there's no way. His whole mouth will just consume her face. And walk into the cart to go and try and calm the tidal wave that is coming.
I rolled a 27 on stealth, so I'm hidden somewhere.
It's fine. I'll make hot cocoa and cookies, and eventually.
John, while you are large, you know it would be very difficult to try and sit or fit inside the cart. You've probably keep pace with Bethany pretty easily if you wanted to get going.
Yeah, I'll just walk.
Walk beside her.
Just a fucking.
Just a man and his dog.
Yeah.
Just a boy and his dog.
Wild.
Come on, Bethany. We need to head east.
Very well. You fought.
Indeed.
Was it a good fight?
You know, everything about its location would beg otherwise. But all of us are standing. And I got what I wanted out of it all. I think it was a good fight.
That is good to hear.
We might have to kill a blood witch, you know, in the relative future, but
Good to know.
I'm hoping time out of the mountains will be good.
Yeah,
Fresh air does everyone a lot of good.
Where did we tie her up at?
She is in the. Oh, I have a map.
Do we have a brig?
I will show you what it looks like. Hold on. I have to get through
Kane's room could be the brig now, so.
Okay.
You should,
Okay. This is a hospital wing towards the back. This is like the hearth and everything. This is a sitting area. This is like Corey's like science portion. Corey's room, John, the smoking room, John's room, Kane's, storage space on the other side, and then Elias's. And then there's the side exit door. And then in this back portion, you need to put the other side of it. There is the loft that leads to Dandon's hideaway.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. So there is a medical portion of it, a wing, with some,
like 5 beds.
with I would say 3, but yeah.
As you start
She
walking,
is bound and gagged in there.
as you start walking with Bethany, yours.
You should probably know. I had to kill a gnoll or two while you were gone.
Proud of you.
Hmm.
I'll get you something nice in the next town.
You know what you could get me? Is you could get on that witch's case about the hat. Yes.
I can get on a case about that and put it on a higher priority. And I think as like the further they march and the more like distinctly away they are, I think this conversation with Bethany is starting to break John down a little bit. I think that there are like he's like very misty eyed.
Yeah.
A handful of tears have probably dropped already.
Yeah. I mean, you've been with Bethany for some time, right? And you know, Bethany seeing signs of the fact that you're dealing with stuff, you know, is eager to kind of just talk with you about the past, about the time you've spent serving, and
Remember that time I kicked that Astoyan's head off? Clear off. One
Love
hoof.
the head canon that Bethany was like John's first warhorse, and I've just brought her back.
yeah.
Pow! Must have sailed 20 feet.
Oh, 20 feet at least, if not yards.
Yeah.
And the way it rolled, I think one of his eyes popped out.
Yeah, the grim humor of
There was a
Soldiers.
goblin boy from the village that we see. He scrambled forward and he grabbed that eyeball like it was a treasure.
Yes.
and you walk with your horse. Inside, Corey.
I will
I think-
also attend to the wounded.
Mhm.
I won't untie her or anything, but I'll cover her wounds.
Yeah.
And put some healing salve on them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that stiletto to the heart. A spare the dying, did that. She's gonna remain unconscious
Yeah.
until deliberate healing magic or sustained, potions and poultices are applied. So she will.
Yeah.
You basically let me know when you want to kind of start that treatment. And
I think
we'll
that
deal
this
with
is
her
the
after.
first. This is just her cleaning her to make sure
Sure.
that she's
Yeah.
taken care of.
Yeah.
And as she does, she's just like, I used to be desperate like you once. And she will just.
As you say that, and as you're beginning to clean her, you notice that in her possession is a piece of parchment rolled up. And as you unroll it, you see written in blood spells.
Yes.
As you start scanning them, very quickly you realize that you don't recognize most of these spells. You're looking at blood magic. Magic that requires blood. As well as some other stranger techniques. Corey, I think you feel a pang of there is great knowledge here. Great and terrible. And your comment of, I've been where you've been. I've been desperate. Desperate for power, for control. What does Corey do?
As she looks over these notes. She pauses. I did roll to see if she would give in.
Yep.
And as she looks down at Scarla, if that is what her actual name is, it's possible that it's not. Corey is going to walk over to one of the lanterns in this space and burn the parchment. I will not be in your place again.
I mean, seeing everyone nod their head, everyone liked that.
You did just get a real life everyone
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, Corey deciding to resist the siren call of great and terrible magics. As soon as you start burning it, you hear Choom in your head. What the fuck are you doing?
I do not respond to him.
Coralia, did you not see that? That parchment, those spells, those rituals.
I will not let you be I will not let you create me into you.
Well, first of all, ouch. Second of all,
You're a lich. I will not be you. I have what I wanted. That magic was supposed to give me.
do you?
I will not be you.
I don't want you to be me, Coralia. And does not say anything further. Dandon, from your hiding place, you remain
No,
unseen. What do you do? Anything in particular?
wherever Dandon is hidden currently.
In the walls.
So I've chosen a spot. So, where Dandon is currently hidden, they're just leaned back against a wall, and they have this stiletto in their hands, and they're just kind of twisting it and looking at it, and they clean it off and just kind of slowly put it away, and then just I think Dandon wouldn't know because there's no mirror here, but as it does, the magic just kind of happens, and she's slowly her disguised self has overridden herself, and she looks probably like she did when she first ran away from Nova Solaris. And is going to tuck her legs up and hug them and just sit there with a determined look on her face and wait for John to come into his room.
Yeah. As you're waiting, the image of your stiletto, this, thin, elegant blade of elven gold and unicorn horn, this silver and gold interwoven together, and that the blood sticky and red, standing in stark contrast as you clean it and sheath it. Stays in your head for a while. As an hour rolls by and you walk beside Bethany, John, it takes you a while before you realize it, but you are starting to lag behind. And your stature has shrunken down to your normal, imposing size.
And it's still like morning.
I think it was afternoon when you rolled up and all this took place. So say it's around like 3 o'clock.
But we're also leaving what was once a pretty prominent trade center. So I imagine there's a vaguely distinct road that we're probably near-ish to.
And yes, you are. By the end of today, you will be leaving the Grey Spine and beginning your trek across the Estoyan countryside. You know that there's going to be like an outpost, probably that you probably encounter by the end of day. Not that populated, more of just kind of a watchtower. There's like a bend in the river there, so there's like a bridge that goes over it, and that the roads begin to lead off towards, well, Malkovia for the province of Ravo, and you know that there is a road that extends down towards Soma, but that road quickly deteriorates as Soma is the domain of the undead creatures that serve the Crimson Court. Thankfully, though, you'll be able to follow the northern road towards your eventual destination of Pravia.
Bethany, when we make it to the watchtower, that should be a good place to stop for the night.
Mm-hmm.
If any of the guards get curious, let them knock.
And as I start lagging behind, I'll hop onto the back of the cart.
Yep.
And John doesn't even make it like through the doorway before he's unbuckling pieces. The cloak falls to the side somewhere. And then you all hear the repeated sound of heavy shit hitting wooden floors. And he just stumbles his way to his room, getting all of the upper portions off first.
I will collect the armor and follow him. I won't say anything until we get behind closed. I won't say anything until we get behind closed doors. I don't think.
Yeah, you follow up. Go ahead.
Yeah, John locks his door behind him. He locks the door to the smoking room. He locks the little latch on the painting in his room. I don't know if he knows about that latch, so he might not lock that one. But
I will.
Yeah, I don't think
stack all
that's
of
been
his armor
revealed.
outside of the door.
yeah, and John takes time to peel himself down to regular clothes.
Question for John, real quick.
Sorry, I thought a lot about it, but
No,
it's
all
a
good.
lot.
How's John like physically? Are you that hurt
John
right
is
now, or
John is in perfect health thanks to the mists.
John is in perfect health thanks to the invigorating mists?
But in the midst of him stripping himself, he sits on his bed. He finds his hands on his hammer, a white knuckle grip, gripping the head of it as it rests above his heart. He has a few moments where he looks very darkly, because I know Dandon's watching. He looks very darkly at his hammer. The point presses against his chest more than once. Before eventually he drops it and curls up on the floor sobbing. And barring intervention, that is how John spends his evening.
Yeah, Coralia, as you stack the armor outside the door, you hear eventually muffled sobs from within, and Dandon, you see and or hear some of this as well.
I think a bit of time passes, and ever so quietly, Dandon comes out of the closet in John's room and just walks over and sits down cross-legged behind his head. Just kind of puts a comforting hand on his shoulder.
He jumps at the hand, but I don't think he has the energy to even roll over and look at you.
So, that was a lot. And you're really stupid.
Through sniffles and tears. You can kill her again as soon as she fucks up.
Nah, it's okay.
And
I was
he,
really...
Go ahead.
You know, she just says, nah, it's okay. I was just really mad.
I mean it though, I'm not gonna make this long thing. If she's not willing to change, we can just dump her in a river or something.
Well, I'm mad about it, but I think you were the better embodiment of mercy today than I. So, can we just not ever again walk right into the middle of a situation where every other person there hates me for what I am and hates you for what you've done? We're the only two left that know. We're the only ones that know. If we died in there, that's it.
I hope that the events of the following weeks can let me make that promise to you in good conscience. We are going into Astoria, though, so I think that might be a request you make of Coralia. But when we cross these mountains, inevitably someday again, I will do my best.
Cool.
John, as that request from Dandon lingers in your mind, For a moment, you recall your commands to the cult of Tormak. They will be marching south to the Imperium. So if you head south again, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Dandon just kind of, just while sitting there, just like lets the quiet seep back into the room and then just says, "Oh, you guys are weird."
Thanks, buddy. I think that's a pretty big compliment coming from you. That being said, I think I've done a really good job processing these emotions sober.
And he's like pulling himself back up. He like pats you on the head. And he points at the smoking room.
So I'm gonna go stop.
You start to walk away, and Dandon just reaches out and grabs your hand. And you turn back, and I think you catch Dandon looking like Dandon normally does now, but her eyes are a vibrant green. Unintentionally so. And she just says, "Through you and I, mercy yet lives."
And he returns a hand. He like mirrors the calming gesture from yourself earlier with a large paw on your shoulder, and he repeats the phrase to you.
For you and I, mercy yet lives.
And while you head over to do substances in a room away from the child will wait for you to leave, crawl up, open the painting, and scuttle away.
Dandon, as you watch John leave, you can't help but notice something. Most of John's armor was taken off before he even made it into his room. And as that door is open for John to leave, you see it stacked neatly out there. Virtually all of his gear's left, save for that blade.
Yeah.
Bound once more. But as John gets up, he picks it up from where he was lying on the ground without even seeming to notice, slings it on his back.
I mean mug a sword.
You mean mug the sword on his back.
The sword mean mug's back.
Probably, yeah. And as I scuttle back through the secret tunnels back into my space, I just say in my head to Choom, I just say, "I gotta get rid of that sword."
Hear me out, Dandon. Just hear me out here.
It's kind of a
I
cool
underst-
sword.
I understand why John having the sword might be a bad deal for you, but what if you had the sword?
I can't lift it.
That is what
That sword
magic is for.
literally
my
weighs
child.
more than Dandon.
What else is magic for?
Well, you know, you make a point. However, that sword was literally made to kill my my seraph, who ended up dying anyway, not to it. So, it's gonna
Right.
be a no. It's gonna be a no for me, bud.
There is some baggage, I suppose, yes. Just,
Choom,
yes?
Never mind. We'll talk about it later. I'm gonna go to bed.
Quick thing before I go to bed. I assume John and Crowley are gonna, probably do a little bit of smoking, maybe a bit of drinking. If you wouldn't mind, in the room that blood mage is in, there's some ashes. I just need you to look at them and maybe collect them, if you wouldn't mind. In and out. It'll be super quick. Just before you go to bed.
Ashes?
Yes, ashes.
What is it, Jim?
It's something that Coralia burned, quite hastily, I might add, that I just want to check up on.
Alright, quick pit stop. I'll go in there through my my secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Jump down.
Yeah, you head over and you're looking around for. I want you to spot this, very small little pile of ash. Looks like most of it was like thrown, like in like a brazier or something. But there's like a little bit that remains on the floor.
I just walk over to it. I mean, it's just ash. It's just nothing special. I look at it. It's like, I don't know what you're gonna get out of this.
Nah. Damn. Well, it was worth a shot. Good night.
I just do this. I just and I just blow it. Like, all right. And then I think this is a weird request. So like I'm in here doing. He's just like, all right, well, goodbye. And as he starts to retreat from mind, I think better of my earlier thing, and I just go, Chum, what do you want?
What do I want?
When all of this is done, we get you out of our heads. We get you in a new body. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you just get out of our heads and you just get to keep being a floating skull guy. But, like, what do you want after that?
Chum takes a beat. I want what I've always wanted, Dandan. I want what is best for the people of Terra. Despite what others may say or think.
Can I insight check the voice in my head, please?
Yep. Go for it.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Just to see if I roll higher.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled the same number again. It's going to come out to a total of 18.
18. 18's pretty good. Probably don't need to say this, but Chum, a lot of secrets, a lot going on, a lot of life lived. Schemes within schemes within schemes is kind of the essence of Chum. He's certainly not. He's not telling you a whole lot with that. He's speaking in very kind of like broad abstractions. And there's certainly more to it than what he just said, but you don't think it doesn't sound like he's trying to convince you in the way that like a liar would.
Okay. I think, yeah, Dandon's got good deception and good insight for a
Yeah.
reason. Because Dandon's very good at lying, but also telling people.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, if we all get through this, and you get what you want, I know this is probably a stupid thing to ask, but can you promise me that nobody innocent is going to get hurt by you? What you want to do?
These lands of Terra, Dandon, are grim. I'll tell you what. If you can show me these innocent people that you're talking about, then I promise they won't be harmed.
Well, first we gotta stop letting them die. And I go back to my room.
You go back to your room. John? Corey? John's heading off to smoke. Where's Corey going?
She was already in the smoking room.
As I assumed.
I messaged on the general that she went into the smoking room and smoked a fat doobie.
Yeah. So you were in it well and truly when John, again, you notice as well, you were the one who stacked up all of his gear and you noticed that blade was not there. But now, on his back, as he walks in.
Are you gonna start sleeping with it?
What?
The sword on your back.
No. And I try to take the sword off of my back.
Yeah, you take it off, no problem.
No, it's a very powerful English relic, and I'm not used to letting it before.
She just holds out a deep cobalt blue hand towards him.
I hand her the sword.
No, I'm offering my hand to you. I can't hold up that sword. Fuck that.
Oh, and he like drops it, and then it puts his other hand out to you.
Pull him towards the seat next to me, and did Dandon stab you? She
I
looked like
think
she
Dandon
wanted
was
to.
thinking about it. Dandon was in my closet. She thought about it. I think watching me sob uncontrollably for the better part of an hour probably was a big factor in the not stabbing me.
And in the moonlight now, you probably notice the puffy eyes and tears.
I just put a hand on his cheek. You don't always have to be the strongest one in the world.
John pulls his pipe out and lights it. And as he exhales, he turns to Coralia and says,
Thank you.
That's all he says for a while.
I think they smoke in silence for a while.
Hell yeah.
As you smoke in silence, letting time pass by. That is where we'll end the session for today.